Hello there, Harriet. I have some big news to share with you. Oh, hello there, Mary. Big news? Well, I wonder what it could be. I really hope that this isn't big news. It isn't bad news at all, I think. You'll be really excited to hear what I have to say. Oh, really? Is that so? Well, are you going to tell me what the big news is? Or am I just expected to guess? Not at all. I just wanted to build up the suspense. The thing is that I'm pregnant. I know that you've always been talking about wanting grandchildren, so you're one of the first people that I'm telling about this. Wait a second. You're pregnant? Whoa, this is huge news. Are you really sure about this? Yep. We've double-checked, and there isn't anything else that it could be. Actually, I'm already a couple of months into the pregnancy. We just wanted to wait and make sure that nothing happened to the pregnancy before we told people. I don't know what to say. I just can't believe that you're actually pregnant. But you are happy to hear this news, right, Harriet? Of course, I'm not happy to know that you're pregnant. Not even my daughter has gotten pregnant yet, so just who do you think you are to do it before her? Don't you know that there's an order to these kind of things? You really have some nerve thinking that you can just go and get pregnant before your own sister-in-law? Oh my, I really didn't know about any kind of order. Is it really that big of a deal? Is that supposed to be some kind of joke? Of course it is a huge deal. Honestly, just how rude can someone get? But I really had no idea that it was so important who gets pregnant first. I just thought that you would be happy at hearing that you were going to be a grandmother. You seriously are just one of the most selfish people I've ever met. Now that you're pregnant, just how do you think that's going to make Melissa feel, huh? Didn't you even stop once to think about that? I really thought that Melissa would also be excited to hear about this. I'm sure she would pretend to be excited for you if you told her, but I know her better than you do. I know that deep down the fact that you got pregnant before her, she would just eat up her inside her. How could you do this after we let you into our family like this? I'm sorry, Harriet. I really wasn't trying to make this into a competition or anything like that. I mean, I didn't even know that it mattered who had a baby first. But you know that Brian and I have already been almost married for a year now. Just 1 year though, right? You do know that Melissa has been trying even longer than that to have a kid, don't you? But you stole the chance from her to give me the first grandchild right from under her? And you don't even have the awareness to realize how badly you hurt her? I'm sorry, Harriet. I really never knew it would be this big of a deal. Well, then I guess you're just much more stupid than I ever thought possible. I mean, you really didn't know at all that Melissa and her husband have been trying for so long to have a baby? I just really didn't think it would take someone else having a baby so personally. I really didn't mean to hurt her in any way by doing this. And she shouldn't have let you know about it anyways. That girl always just holds so much of her emotions in while she puts on a happy face for the rest of the world to see. But I just don't know how she's going to react now that you've gone and done something like that. Hearing this news is just going to crush Melissa, I know it. I understand. I guess I'll be very careful about how I word things when I break the news to her. It's not just Melissa that's going to be upset. You're going to have all the spirits of my ancestors just furious with you for stealing the chance for Melissa to give me my first grandchild. You're going to be cursed. Oh, well, I'm not as worried about that if I can be perfectly honest with you. You don't know the power of the spirits, girl. You'll never be safe again. You're marked for haunting now. Well, then I guess I'll just make sure to be extra careful. You're right about me wanting a grandchild. It's been a dream of mine for years now. But now you've gone and turned that into a nightmare because my grandchild won't be Melissa's but yours. I've never wanted a grandchild from you first. I'm still not sure what the problem is. I mean, a grandchild is a grandchild, no? Besides, my child will also be your son's child. So, I'm just confused at what's wrong with any of this. And just goes to show off how stupid of a girl that you really are. You don't even have the awareness of how awful the thing you did was. Harriet, are you there? Please, you have to help me. Are you in the house right now? I can't find you anywhere. I'm sorry, but I've already left. I'm out shopping right now. Did you finish cleaning up upstairs like I asked you to? I want you to hurry up and finish with that. No, it isn't that. I fell down the stairs. You fell down the stairs? Well, I knew that you were stupid, but whoa! You really need to watch where you're going, Mary. That isn't it, though. I only fell because something grabbed my leg. I think someone tripped me. Well, I don't think there should have been anything upstairs that your leg could have gotten caught on. It sounds to me like you probably just lost your balance and fell. You have some nerve trying to find something to blame for that, though? Please, Harriet, I'm in a lot of pain and I can't move. I think one of my legs might be broken. Can you please come and help me? Oh, come on, don't be dramatic. I'm sure that you just smacked it hard on the fall. It's probably fine, though. Please, my shoulder really hurts too. I think I might have dislocated it. I think I'm even bleeding from my head. But more than that, I'm just really worried that I might have hurt the baby in the fall. I really need your help to get up. Can you please just hurry home, Harriet? I'm afraid that I can't do that right now. I still have so many errands to run. But why don't you just call for an ambulance or find a way to go to the hospital on your own? Because I seriously can't move. It hurts to even try and pick up myself. Can you just please come and take me to the hospital? I already told you that I'm not going to be doing that. If you want to go to the hospital, then do it yourself or just call an ambulance. So you're really not going to come back and help me? Well, in that case, I guess I have no choice but to call an ambulance. Just tell them not to make a mess in the house when they come in, do you understand? It's already going to be embarrassing enough having a big ambulance show up outside the house. Just think of what the neighbors are going to be saying. I'm more worried about the baby than what of your neighbors might think of when seeing the paramedics. I want someone to take a look at the baby as soon as possible. Well, you can say that I don't warn you, right? What do you mean? I don't understand. This is the punishment that you get for getting pregnant before Melissa. Are you really trying to say that it's all my fault that I fell down the stairs? I don't get how that could be. All I've done is get pregnant. Why do I deserve this? Oh, please. You pretend to play all innocent, but I know that you were trying to get pregnant before Melissa. I really wasn't at all. But if you really must know, I already talked to Melissa and apologized for this. But when I did, she asked me why I felt the need to apologize for getting pregnant. Just I thought she was really happy for me. And I thought I already told you that Melissa is good at pretending to be happy to make others feel better. But you have no idea just how upset she is on the inside. I think the only one upset about the fact that I'm pregnant is you, Harriet. And that's because if my daughter is going to be upset, then I have to be upset for her. How are you trying to talk to me about being a mother when you're not even one yet? Why would you have to be upset for her? Literally, who's being hurt by me getting pregnant like this? That isn't the problem. The problem is that you're clearly doing this to look down on Melissa, aren't you? You think that just because you got pregnant first, that you're better than her, right? Harriet, none of that is true at all. I think you're just making up all of that inside your head. Why would I be looking down at Melissa? Honestly, this has nothing to do with her at all. You're the one who keeps bringing her up. There you go, you see? You just said that this doesn't have anything to do with her. I know that you were always such a selfish person deep down. I can't put up with this anymore. You can say whatever you'd like, Harriet. Anyways, I'm going to wait here for the paramedic and then I'll figure out what to do next at the hospital. What is it? Why are you calling my phone so much? Don't you know that I'm still out shopping, Mary? You really need to learn some manners. I just thought that you might want to know about what the doctors had to say about my fall. I don't give a damn about you or your stupid clumsy fall. You really don't care at all, even though I got hurt? Why on earth do you ever think that I would be interested in something like that? If you just messaged me because you felt like you still haven't gotten enough attention, then you might as well quit now. Because I think you got exactly what you deserved for getting pregnant before my daughter. I told you that you were cursed, didn't I? I tried to warn you. Okay, I've just had just about enough of you, you dusty old hag. Do you really think this is some kind of divine punishment for getting pregnant? What kind of sick person would even say something like that? What did you just say to me? How dare you speak to your mother-in-law like that? This is why I'm always so upset with you. You have no idea how to respect your elders. I still have no idea why my son ever married you. Well, I think that you're a terrible mother-in-law, but to me, you're just a terrible mom. Did you hit your head on the way down the stairs or something? I am not your mother. You mean you can't guess who you're talking to right now? It's me, Mom. It's Melissa. Wait, Melissa? Is it really you? But why are you texting me from Mary's phone? Because I heard through Brian that she had fallen and I rushed to the hospital to go and see her. So then, where are you right now? I literally just said I'm at the hospital with Mary. I'm just shocked to see the state that she was in after her fall. But then, the shock quickly turned into anger. I've just been never so upset in my life. I can't believe that I would be able to feel this angry at my own mother. Sweetie, what are you talking about? Why would you be upset with me? Don't you play dumb with me, Mom. I'm not in the mood. I really have no idea what you're talking about at all. Where is this suddenly coming from? It's coming from the fact that you told Mary this accident was the punishment she deserved for a fall down the stairs. How can you say that when she's pregnant? Not only that, but you completely refused to help her when you learned that she fell. What is the matter with you, Mom? But she got pregnant before you. That's why I told her that she deserved some kind of punishment. Why does that matter at all? Literally, who in the world cares about who gets pregnant first? The idea that there should be some kind of order to that is just insane. Anyone getting pregnant in the way Mary did is a reason for celebration. How dare you try and pin what happened to Mary on her? But I know that you were so upset that you weren't going to be having a baby first. I just knew that you were holding in all your negative emotions when you heard the news. I know how long you've been trying to have a baby. I don't want a baby, and it has been difficult not having one yet. But if you think that I care at all about if other people have babies before me, then you're just deluded. If anything, I'm so happy that I'm going to be having a little niece or nephew soon. But I was only getting upset for your sake. I knew that you wouldn't let your emotions show, so I was doing it for you. You're not going to be upset at your mother for caring about you like that, are you? I never asked you to be upset for my sake, Mom. I don't know anyone that would ask someone else to take responsibility to their own emotions. The only person who was upset about this was you. The fact that I can't get pregnant is no reason to blame anyone else for what they do. But that wasn't what I was trying to do. Melissa, please. You know that I was never doing anything to upset you. I can't believe you, Mom. You really are just the worst. Do you know that? I'm going to hand the phone to Mary now, and you will apologize to her. Hello, it's Mary again. Mary, I want to apologize to you for my previous comment to you. I realize that I may have gone a little overboard with what I was saying. Anyways, how are your injuries? Are you okay? If you really want to know, I dislocated my shoulder and broke my left leg, but thankfully, there's no problems with the baby at all. Although the doctor said that I wasn't quite out of the woods yet, so I'll have to stay at the hospital for a little while. Whoa, so then it sounds like you actually got banged up quite badly then. Well, I'm just terribly sorry. I had no idea just how serious the injuries were. I suppose I should have taken it more seriously when you reached out to me. Well, I did fall down a whole flight of stairs, didn't I? I suppose I should just count myself lucky that I didn't end up paralyzed. That would have made having and raising a child very difficult now, wouldn't it? Yes, it would have. I suppose, but I'm glad to hear that at least you're okay. That's all you have to say for yourself? You're really not going to try and take any more responsibility for this at all? The doctors were shocked and a little upset with me that I didn't call an ambulance right away. Well, I said the same thing. I told you that I was too busy running errands to go and get you. Anyways, I really thought you were just over-exaggerating. But I'll head over to the hospital right now to go and see you. Yeah, that's fine. I don't want you anywhere near me, actually. I have all the support I need with Brian and Melissa here. But I really am worried about you. I swear it. What are you going to do about it? You were never worried about me until you realized how upset Melissa was at you. You were probably glad to hear that I'd taken the fall. Of course I wasn't glad that you fell. I really was worried, but I was also busy and thought you could handle yourself better. Mary, I just want you to know that I've been doing a lot of thinking and I understand that what I said to you was wrong. I really mean this, so please, I would like to see you at the hospital. The last time I tried to see you, Brian wouldn't let me in, and I finally had to just go home. You really just don't know when to quit, do you, Mom? Do you even realize how embarrassing it is to have you as a parent? Can I assume that I'm talking to Melissa again? That's right. I was actually on my way to your house when you were trying to get into the hospital. I wanted to find out just what exactly it was that caused Mary to fall on the stairs there. So then, you went inside my house while I wasn't there? That's right, but I saw that you had left there. I saw the wire across the top of the staircase. Mary didn't fall at all. She was tripped. Wait, no, you don't understand. I just have that there so that I will always remember not to drag my feet when I walk. It was never there to make someone trip. I really mean it. It's just part of the physical therapy you have to do for yourself when you get old. It was there for me, not Mary. And you would put something like that at the top of the staircase where it could go wrong so easily? That is just a sad excuse and you know it, Mom. You were the one who told Mary to clean the second floor of the house, weren't you? Yes, but it really was not what you think at all, I swear. I know exactly what it was. You were so upset with Mary for being a parent that you tried to lay a trap to fix her problem. I can't believe that you would take things so far. You really do need help, Mom. Wait, no, you don't understand. Please, Melissa. I do understand. You literally laid a trap for Mary. Just admit it. You were trying to hurt her on purpose. No, please. You're blowing this all out of proportion. It was just a little prank, a little joke. That's all, I swear it. I never thought that she would get hurt so badly. But she did, and you told her that she was over-exaggerating. How dare you try and call that a prank? Even if I do have a kid, I don't ever think I could trust a crazy woman like you to hold them. How could you say that to your own mother? What is the matter with you? You literally laid a trap to try and seriously hurt a pregnant woman. Why don't you ask yourself that question? I don't even want to see you again, and Brian feels the same way. Please, I never wanted things to go like this. You can't just cut off your mother out of your life. I can, actually. We both can, and we will. Please, Melissa, let's just talk. You can't just leave me like this. I'm your mother. You answer me right now. It's Mary, Harriet. Melissa wants me to pass a message along to you. She told the police about the trap that she found. She also says that you care at all about how your children think about you, then you'll turn yourself in. Mary, is that really you? Please give the phone back to Melissa. We still need to talk. I'm afraid that's not going to work, and I have no intention of doing anything you say after you did this to me. Please, this is just a really one big misunderstanding. I just wanted you to take a little fall. That's all. From the top of the stairs? Do you really expect me to believe that? Will you consider whatever happens next to be your punishment for what you did to me, Harriet? Harriet did end up going to the police and turning herself in. She admitted to setting that wire trap, which resulted in me falling down the stairs. The police arrested her, and she was charged with assault. And given that I was pregnant, the court sentenced her to 3 years in prison. After she went in, nobody reached out to talk to her, and when she was released 3 years later, there was no one waiting on the other side to pick her up. Harriet tried sending me letters of apology, but I tore all of them up. She tried writing some to Melissa too, but I heard that she burned all of hers. In the meantime, I did give birth to my baby, who is happy and healthy and safe far away from his grandmother. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.
Hey, Lisa! Today's the day we're moving in with you guys. You haven't forgotten about it, have you? Oh, hello, Mina. Moving in with us? I'm sorry, but I'm not really sure what you're talking about. Do you seriously not remember? I thought we talked about this. I'm going to move in with you guys. We're going to live together from today. I thought I told you that wasn't going to be possible. Wait, did you really say that? I thought that you said it would be okay. Well, it's a little too late for you to tell me that now. I've already packed up all my belongings and sent it to your house. I'm moving in with you guys today. You can't cancel on the day that the move is happening. What are you talking about? I told you countless times that you couldn't move in with us. Well, you might have said something like that to me, but there's no proof. I also don't see what the problem would be with me moving in with you guys. The house that you guys are living in is huge. It's not going to make that much of a difference even if I move in. I'm sorry, but I really don't understand. Which house are you even talking about? I'm talking about the huge house that you and Sean live in. Remember when I visited you guys along with my children? That's the house I'm talking about. You don't need to worry about me bringing my children with me this time around, though. It'll be just myself moving in with you guys. What do you mean by that? What happened to Ryan? He was so small and cute the last time I saw him. He's going to be living with my husband. I'm going to be completely free now. It's a little sad, but I'm still really young. There's so many things that I want to do now that I'm single again. It feels good to not have any responsibilities again. So you guys really did get a divorce from each other? Yeah, we ended up going through with the divorce. Today is the last day that I can live in this house. He's going to kick me out after today. That's why I have no choice but to move in with you guys. I thought that I told you all this already. Did you forget everything that I told you? It's not like I forgot what you told me at all. I actually remember you telling me about this very clearly. It's just that I also told you that you wouldn't be able to move in with us. Do you not remember that part of the conversation? I chose to ignore what you told me. I really have nowhere else to go. That's why you have to let me move in with you guys. You don't get to say no to me. Where do you want me to go if I can't live with you? Do you just expect me to rot in the streets? I don't know, but I think that's something that you need to solve without my help. There's just no way you would be able to live with us. Why are you being so selfish about this? You guys live in such a big house. I'm not being selfish at all. We don't live in that big house anymore. I'm surprised that you didn't know about it. Stop making up lies like that. Is Sean with you right now? He still hasn't replied to any of my text messages. I'm going to need his help when taking all my belongings into my room. I have some very heavy things that I can't carry by myself. Make sure you guys are both ready to help me move in. Wait, what? I told you that you can't move into that house with us. Are you not listening to anything that I'm telling you? I'm going to arrive at your house in the afternoon today. I sent some of my belongings to your house a few days ago in a cardboard box. Did the packages arrive already? Did you not listen to anything I told you? Which house did you send the boxes to? Why do I have to keep repeating this? I sent it all to the house you guys live in. Have the boxes still not arrived then? Why weren't you home to accept the packages when the mailman came? I thought you were a housewife. Are you supposed to be at home the entire time? Now I'm going to have to get the packages re-delivered, and it's all your fault! The packages haven't arrived here because we no longer live in that big house anymore. We moved! I'm not going to be able to receive packages that have been sent to my previous house. We no longer live there. Yeah, whatever. Why do you keep on making up so many lies? I guess you really don't want me living with you. It's too late, though. I've already hired a moving company, and they're going to be arriving at your house today with all my belongings. I am definitely going to have to live with you guys. Have you not received any messages from Sean about this? Yeah, I just received a couple messages from him. I'm not going to read it properly, though. He's saying pretty much the same thing as you. I can't believe that you guys are both saying the same lie to me. I'm not going to get fooled by either of you. I have nowhere else to go, so just let me live with you guys. I'll find a job soon so that I'm not always at home. There should be no problem with you guys having one extra person living with you. This is the last time I'm going to tell you this, so please listen very carefully. We no longer live in the house that you're trying to move into. There's no point sending your belongings and a truck full of your belongings to that house. We no longer live there. That house is either empty or some strangers are living there. It's not going to be possible for you to live there. We also can't allow you to move into our new place either. What is wrong with you? All you do is make up lies and excuses. I'm really busy with preparations, so I don't have time to be talking to you about this. I'll contact you again once I start heading over to your house. Oh my god! I am not lying or making anything up. We don't live in that house anymore! Hello, Lisa? I really need to talk to you. Would you be able to pick up the phone? I'm sorry, but I can't right now. Well, I'm going to need your help either way. Something really strange has happened. I arrived at your house and tried to go inside. Some strangers that I don't know answered the door. I wonder if I got the address of your house wrong. It has been a while since I visited, after all. I told you this about 5 times already. We no longer live in that house. Were you really not listening to anything that I was saying to you? What are you talking about? You're just joking, right? Where are both you and Sean? Hurry up and come meet me outside. I'm not joking at all. We decided to sell that house a little while ago. I can't believe it. Where am I meant to live then? I have no idea about that. That's for you to figure out. Me and Sean decided to move in with your parents at their house. Wait, what? We renovated the house so that me and Sean have a separate unit that is connected to your parents' house. What are you talking about? I haven't heard anything about this. When did this happen? I think we moved in around 2 months ago. Are you really sure you haven't heard anything about this? I haven't heard anything. I really wanted to know about this before I got to your old house. Would you hurry up and tell me the new address of the house that you're all living in right now? Even the truck driver of the moving company is really confused. He's asking me for instructions on what to do. I need you to hurry up and tell me. I'm sorry, but I won't be able to do that. Both your mom and dad cut ties with you completely, right? Well, that's none of your business at all. Why do you even know about that? It doesn't matter how I found out. I won't be able to answer your question. I am not going to betray my parents-in-law. Don't worry. They really won't care if you tell me. I am their daughter, after all. I think they would want to help me out. I am in a pretty bad situation, after all. If you think they want to help you out, you can contact them by yourself. Go and ask them if they're willing to let you move in with us. Well, I don't want to ask them directly. It would be really awkward. That's why I'm asking you instead. Just hurry up and tell me the address. I just got a divorce and got kicked out of my house. You should be feeling sorry for me. I'm sorry, but I don't feel sorry for you at all. You were the one that got yourself into the situation you're in right now. What do you mean by that? You guys got a divorce because you cheated on your husband, right? You deserve to be kicked out of his house. Why do you know about that? I never told you. Who did you hear that from? I heard about it from your mom. Your husband sued you and you had to pay a lot of money to him, right? I heard that you couldn't pay for it yourself, so your dad had to pay all the money instead. Well, that's true, but it has nothing to do with this. Actually, I think it's all very relevant. Your mom was very sad that she would no longer be able to see her grandson, Ryan. She was very disappointed because you just abandoned your own child and kept on going on dates with random men. You betrayed both Ryan and your husband. That's why both your parents no longer want to see you. There's no point talking about things that happened in the past. I can't do anything about it now. You don't seem to feel sorry for what you did at all. I'm pretty sure that your parents are not going to be helping you out at all. Wait, what? Are they seriously just going to abandon me like this? Where the hell am I meant to live now, then? Who knows? You're going to have to find someone else to help you out. Why don't you just tell me the address you live at? There's no need to ask my parents for permission because I'm asking you directly. I'll be able to convince Mom and Dad once I've moved in. I'm sorry, but I am still not going to be telling you. I'm actually pregnant right now with Sean's child. There's other reasons why I don't want you moving in with us. I've been insulted and looked down on by you ever since we met each other. What are you talking about? I don't remember doing anything to you at all. You kept on mocking me because I'm a few years older than Sean. You told me that I was an old hag and that I wouldn't be able to get pregnant. Well, you were wrong. I was finally able to become pregnant. Good for you! Congratulations on becoming pregnant. I don't remember insulting you at all. It was probably just a friendly joke. You called me an old grandma and old hag multiple times. You also told me that I would be too old to raise my children even if I gave birth. I was very hurt by all the insults you said to me. I don't care about it that much anymore, though. I realized that you were a really pathetic person. I actually feel really sorry for you. How dare you say that to me? Why do you feel sorry for me? I feel sorry for you because you've lost both Ryan and your husband. You're never going to be able to see them ever again because of your selfish actions. That's not for sure. I might be living with them again in a few years' time. I seriously doubt that. I heard that your husband was absolutely furious with you. I think that the damage you caused is beyond repair. Well, that has nothing to do with you. That's very true. I shouldn't be sticking my head into your business. I'll make sure to stay away from you in the future. You should do the same. Why don't you go and live with the man that you cheated on your husband with? Actually, I guess you would have tried that already. I imagine that he decided to break up with you. That's why you're trying to move in with us. You really need to shut up. I was actually the one that ended things with him. He didn't dump me. Or you decided to run away because his wife tried to sue you for sleeping with him. Apparently you've been taking money from him and he's been stealing whatever he can to please you. You were unable to pay the money and panicked, right? So you know about that too? I didn't even tell my parents about this. How do you know? So I was right? I should become a detective. It was just a random guess that I made. It sounds like I was correct based off your reaction. That was a random guess? Stop making weird predictions about my love life. Anyway, none of this is important right now. I need to find a place to move into. Where am I meant to go? You need to do something about this. Please try to convince my mom and dad to forgive me already. I have nowhere else to go. I'm really going to become homeless at this rate. It's pointless to even try. They're definitely not going to be forgiving you for what you've done. Have you even read the text messages that Sean has sent you? Not yet. What is he saying? Both your parents have completely blocked your number so that you can never contact them ever again. Wait, what? He would go that far? You should just read the text messages. He should have also told you to only contact him in real emergencies. I just read everything that he had sent me. What you're telling me is really true. I'm no longer going to be able to talk to my parents. That's why you should have read the text he sent you properly. You wouldn't be in the situation you're in if you had bothered to read. What is Sean even doing right now? He's not answering the phone at all. I've been trying to call him for a while now. He's sitting right next to me and reading the text messages that you've been sending me. Wait, what? Why isn't he trying to help me out? I am his sister! Well, it doesn't really seem like you're in a major emergency. That's why both of us are choosing not to pick up your calls. We promise that we'll answer your call if you're in a real emergency. So you guys are enjoying watching me struggle like this? You guys are both terrible people! We're not enjoying it at all, actually. We do both agree that this is all your fault, though. We don't feel sorry for you at all. You betrayed your husband, who was such a lovely person. You also decided not to take care of Ryan at all. He should have been your #1 priority as a mom. Then you were sued by your ex-husband and couldn't even pay him the money yourself. You had to ask your parents to pay it all for you. What have you ever done for them? All you've done is embarrass your family and ruined your life. We think that you're a huge idiot. You're making it sound like I'm such a terrible person. Not everything that you just said is true either. It's not like I didn't take care of Ryan at all. I looked after him pretty well most of the time. I made a mistake of going on vacation and leaving him at home by himself, but there was a reason for that. I had no idea that my husband would go on a business trip at the same time. I think I would still be married if I didn't make that one mistake. I can't believe that you would leave a 4-year-old behind by himself at home. I totally understand why your husband was furious with you. You also cheated on him as well on top of that. If I were him, I would never forgive you. I admit that I made a mistake. I am human after all. We all make mistakes sometimes. I really regret all the bad things I've done. Could we please just meet and talk this out? I really need your help. I promise that I'll apologize to both Sean and my parents. Please just tell me the address where you all live. I'm begging you. I thought that I told you I couldn't do that already. I'm getting kind of bored texting with you now. I have other stuff that I have to get done today. I'm going to put my phone down now. Wait, what? You can't just leave yet. We haven't sorted anything out. That's not our problem at all. You can sort it out yourself. Please don't contact me ever again unless it's a real emergency. So you're really not going to help? What am I meant to do then? You're a 40-year-old adult. Surely you can find a place to live by yourself. You're not a child anymore. Grow up and deal with this problem by yourself. No one's going to be willing to help someone like you. Goodbye. Mina ended up asking the moving company to store all her luggage and belongings in a storage unit as she had no place to move into. It cost her a lot of money to use the storage unit as it was very last minute. She had been kicked out of her ex-husband's house and was unable to move in with her parents as they had cut ties with her. She was unable to find an apartment that she could afford to rent, so she decided to look for a job that would also offer her a place to stay. Unfortunately, not many companies were willing to employ a 40-year-old woman with basically no work experience. She looks like she has completely ruined her life because of her selfish actions. It might be a long time before her situation starts to improve.